Hello, guys. Welcome. I'm Amit, and I'll be your guide on this journey into the world of Linux with over 13 years of industry experience focused on Linux server administration and automation, and being certified in both RHCSA and RHCE. I'm passionate about helping you build a strong foundation in this critical technology. If you're a student, a recent graduate in India, and dreaming of a successful career in IT, you're in the right place. The tech scene in India is booming. Startups are innovating, MNCs are expanding, and it's an exciting time. But maybe you're wondering, uh, with so many options, where do I even start? How do I build a foundation for a stable, high growth career? Okay, so it can be a bit overwhelming, and that's okay. Well, today I want to talk about a powerful combination that can unlock your IT future right here in India: Linux and the RHCSA certification. In this video, the first of our series, we'll explore exactly why this path is one of the smartest choices that you can make to kickstart your tech journey. Okay, so what is this Linux thing anyway? You might not see it directly, but Linux is the unseen engine powering a massive part of India's global world. Think about it: the servers running your favorite websites and applications, the massive cloud platforms like Amazon AWS, Azure. Overwhelmingly, these are all Linux based. Okay? Your smartphones, its core is Linux. Many smart devices, even ATMs, the backend systems of stock exchanges like NSE, BSE, they rely heavily on Linux for its stability. Not even stability, for performance also. Companies like Flipkart, Zomato, Swiggy, Ola, Make My Trip, TCS, Infosys, Wipro, HCL, thousand more, even many more companies. All in India, they depend on Linux every single day. So understanding Linux isn't just learning an operating system, it's learning the fundamental backbone of modern technology infrastructure. Right? So Linux is important, but how do you prove you know it? That's where RHCSA comes in. RHCSA stands for Red Hat Certified System Administrator. Now, Red Hat is a major global company, a leader in Linux world, and the key thing about RHCSA is that it's practical. This isn't just about memorizing facts for a multiple choice test. The RHCSA exam is 100% hands-on. You will be working on servers. You will be performing the exam on the servers, right? So real live servers, Linux systems. So it proves that you can actually do the job. If you clear the exam, then the interviewers will be convinced that yes, you are ready for the service, right? So think of it like getting your driver's license. It doesn't mean that you need to read a rule book. It means you can actually drive the car safely. Similarly, RHCSA tells employer that you can operate Linux servers efficiently. So why go through the effort of getting RHCSA certified? The benefits are huge, especially in India. First of all, industry recognition. This certification is globally respected and highly valued by Indian IT recruiters. Companies like TCS, Infosys, Wipro, HCL, Tech Mahindra, and countless startups recognize RHCSA, and it makes your resume stand out. Practical job ready skills. The training focuses on skills companies actually need. You learn by doing, and you are prepared for real world tasks from day one. Next is confidence. Honestly, passing a tough practical exam like RHCSA gives you a massive confidence boost, and you have the skills. Plus the strong foundation, RHCSA is the perfect base from where you can easily branch out into more advanced, high paying fields like cloud engineering, DevOps, or even cybersecurity. Okay, so who should learn Linux? Is it the right course for you? So, see, if you are an engineer or engineering student in India, like from computer science background, IT, ECE, even mechanical or electrical, you are interested in IT infrastructure, then yes, this course is for you. Or a BCA, MCA, BSc IT student looking for core technical skills, or even a fresher, a recent graduate eager to land its first solid IT job, or someone looking to switch careers into stable, uh, growing IT field, or frankly, anyone who's curious about the technology powering our digital lives actually works and behind the scenes of that technology, right? Okay. Uh, Learning RLHCSA gives you a real advantage in the sense that it provides you a clear, structured path. Instead of randomly watching tutorials, you need to follow defined curriculum. Uh, in this competitive job market, RHCSA gives you a distinct edge over candidates without practical validation, and you build the in-demand skills that top IT, Indian IT service companies and tech startups are actively looking for, right? And most importantly, it will set up for the it will set you up for the long-term growth. Okay, so as I said, what opportunities you have after clearing RHCSA? As a junior Linux system administrator, you can be hired, or even as a system engineer trainee, IT support engineer, technical support associative, network operations center engineer, NOC engineer, right? And you know, this is just the foundation. It directly leads towards roles like cloud engineer, DevOps engineer, cybersecurity analyst, and there are so many other positions. Okay, so when it comes to the salary potential, um, having RHCSA on your resume definitely gives you an edge when negotiating your first salary. For freshers in India, in like major cities like Bangalore, Hyderabad, Pune, Gurgaon, NCR region, the salaries for role requiring Linux often range from 5 lakhs to 8 lakhs depending on the location and all, right? It is per annum, and this is a typical range but not a guarantee, obviously. But the key point here is RHCSA demonstrates value, often leading for a better uh, offer better than generic fresher roles. You will be paid higher, and the growth potential is significant with Linux. Okay, so think of this training and certification as an investment in your future earning. Okay, so I won't take much of your time. What I want to do is I just want to start with the demo. To create virtual machine, you just need two things. The number one is RHEL ISO, and number two is the platform where you will where you will create the virtual machine and install the ISO. So what is the ISO? ISO is the installer file. We are going to use the Red Hat Enterprise Linux operating system. Therefore, we need its ISO. To get that ISO, you need to register on developers.redhat.com, log in as developer, and then download. So let's, first of all, let me open the PPT. Yeah. Okay, so let's on Google check RHEL RHEL 9 ISO download. The first link you see is from developers.redhat.com. Click on it. Okay, so click on login on the top right. Click on register for Red Hat account. And this is the registration form. Okay, fill it up, choose a username, password, etc. Create the account. Once you are done, go back again to the same link, refresh it, and click on login. Now you have your details. I'm going to use my details. Okay. Log in with your credentials. Once you are logged in, you will see a circle
with an avatar. Okay. Now scroll down. You don't have to click download RHEL at no cost. Just scroll down where you see all downloads. Here it is, all downloads. Okay, so there are many options. Right now we need to download RHEL Red Hat Enterprise Linux 9.5. Click on it and download the DVD ISO x86-64 DVD ISO option, which is how much? 10 GB in size, right? Click on it. Click on 10 GB download. It will take some time to download. Obviously it's 10 GB. It will take time as depending on the network speed. So once you click on it, it will pop up a save as box. I have already downloaded, so I won't be doing it again, right? So once this is done, next step is to download and install VMware Player. The same thing, go on Google, type VMware Player, download.
Okay, so you can download VMware Player from Softonic. Click on it, download VMware Player, click on free download for PC. Once it is done, install it. It is simple, next, finish. Or even you can download VMware Player from vmware.com. Okay, so it's a freeware, you can do that. Once it is done, then you can click on VMware Player. You will see it like this, VMware Workstation Player. Open it. So since I'm using its Pro version, which is called Workstation Pro, that's why you get to see this. And for you, it will look like this, it will be the home page. Create new machine, open machine, connect to the server. Right, so this is how you do it. This is how you prepare the system. Next is to create a machine. Click on create a machine. Just click next. From here, select the last option. I will install OS later. Specify what are you going to install. It is going to be RHEL 9 64-bit Linux. Next. Give it a name. Let's say demo. Next. 20 GB is more than enough. 20 GB is the hard disk space. And if you click on customize, you can adjust the RAM, which I want as 4 GB, and processor as 2. 2 processors are fine, and 4 GB RAM is fine. 4096. Now click on finish. On the left hand side, you will see a new machine created by the name demo. Now click on edit machine settings, and now we have to connect the ISO. So CD DVD option, use ISO image file, browse. Here it is, and click OK. Now you're ready to install OS on this virtual machine. Click on power on this virtual machine, and then you will get a screen that is called console. Okay, just for my laptop, I need to disable something. Let me power off this machine. Hold on, power off. It is just for my laptop, okay? I'm going to the options, advanced, disable. Okay, now let's power on. Okay, and the first thing you see is the option to install OS. So make sure you select the first one, press enter. Now it's going to take some time to load some files for the installation. Let's wait.
Okay. So this is the page where you have to now select the language. I'm going to select English. English India is fine. Continue. Here you need to select the hard disk where OS will be installed. Click on it. Okay, so make sure automatic is selected here. No changes required. Just make sure automatic is selected here. Click on done. Apart from this, you have to select the root password. Root is the admin user in Linux operating system. Click on the root password option and select the password. Make sure you use allow root SSH login with password option. Click on done and you're all set. So click on begin installation and the operating system installation will start. Right. So once you're done with this, let me do one thing. Let me just pause this installation and let me open a machine with installed operating system, right? So this is how OS loads. Is it even loading? But let me check. I mean, I wanted to open the machine with UI, graphical user interface. Yeah, so here it is. So once you log in, you will see this UI. Then you have to log in as root. In fact, you can click on not listed, type the username root with the password, whatever you have selected. And there you go. You're logged into the system. And this is how it looks like. This is RHEL version 9. On the top left, you have activities from where you can access the installed applications. And then on the middle, you have the notification and the time, date and time area. The extreme right, you have a group of icons from where you can power off, lock the screen, log out, and many other things. Okay. So what you guys can do is, just create a machine, start practicing, and the upcoming videos, I'll be explaining more things about Linux. Okay. So this is for now, guys. Let's connect in the next video. Till then, bye-bye.